What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of Crestoria video. It feels like it's been quite a while. It probably has, since we last talked about it. I mean, obviously we talked about Leon and Riala, but things have felt pretty slow for the last month. And I think the reason for that is probably, and you know, I've talked to some people about this. Well, I guess more correctly, people have talked to me about this and thrown this out there, that what if they're just getting, you know, stuff prepared for like an Arise event, for stuff like that, and, you know, the new story chapter, with everything going on. And that's the case. You know, we do have a new story chapter on the horizon. You know, it's that time of month as usual. So, let's just go over everything. So, but first I want to say, in terms of like Arise coming to Crestoria, I think we might have an idea as to when that could happen. Just based on kind of the flow of everything. So if you remember, back in September, about a week after, I don't think it was even a week after the game had been out, we got the announcement of a Tales of Arise event happening in Tales of the Rays. Then, a few days ago, if you keep up on Twitter and everything, or even if you follow the Tales YouTube channel, you will have seen a trailer for Tales of Arise coming to Asteria. Now, if you haven't finished the game, I would not go searching for this trailer, because they do have spoiler costumes for, you know, the Tales of Arise cast. So if you have not gotten to the end of the game, the units themselves could very well be spoilers, which brings me to my next thing. So last month, you know, around the middle of the month, we got them in Rays. This month, middle of the month, we get them in Asteria. So if we go by that logic, you know, maybe next month around this time, we could get a Rise. So maybe we'll have another Halloween banner on the 31st or the 28th, whenever this stuff is going to end. Let me actually see, when does Leon and Riala leave? 11 days. Okay, so, yeah, it's going to be the 31st. So the 31st, we can get a second Halloween banner, actually for Halloween. And then, you know, maybe the 15th or 16th of next month, getting a Rise banner with Alphen and Xion. And possibly in their end-of-game costumes, you know, kind of like they're doing with Asteria. Like I said, if you haven't beaten the game, I recommend, you know, going to finish that before they come to Crestoria. You know, of course, given you have the time. But yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on when that could be coming, so definitely get prepared for that if you're going to want to summon for them. Now, let's talk about what we're getting in the game. It was weird that Riala and Leon launched without an event. I really don't know why they didn't. Maybe they just didn't have something ready, or maybe they're working on something else. Maybe there was just so much time being put in the story chapter. They just, you know, this isn't the first time they've taken an event off from a banner. We have gotten a dual character banner before that did not have an event. And that's probably why they extended the Xing and Hilda event. But let's go over everything. So there's going to be maintenance, obviously, to come with the new story chapter. The new story chapter does drop on Thursday. So most likely Thursday night, either in the afternoon or night, I will probably stream I'm going to stream the chapter, but it'll probably be the Thursday afternoon or Thursday night, like kind of on the later end of things. But we'll see. Okay, so so it looks like Milla's kind of like introduction last side story is going to lead into this. We already know, based on Milla's side story, that it did tease that her and Kasque were friends. So maybe we'll get some more insight in that. And then this Carvis guy seems to be, you know, an attendant for Orwin's family. You know, he's not obviously part of that anymore, but it looks like we're going to be running into him as well. So we have that story chapter. Drops on Thursday, October 21st. So very cool there. We're going to get some character episodes for Yuna and Orwin. So definitely be there for that stream. So we've got that. We have a raid up banner coming for Sync and Phoenix. So if these are two units you've been wanting to get, this is a banner to definitely go and get them. Phoenix being a fire, was he kind of an offensive fire unit, and then Sync all being kind of a more balanced wind unit. So I don't have Phoenix, but I'm not going to be summoning here. So, you know, maybe next time there's a EX unit I want, maybe I'll have a chance to get Phoenix. So very cool there. Something about a warning for Android 11. Okay, just letting people know that with the new update that Tales of Crestoria can still be played. Cool. And then the last thing to go over here, from the last collaboration attachment like voting thing, they are going to be adding this scarf that was part of it. An attachment from the Tales of Crestoria channel's attachment vote campaign. It even covers your chin. So this is a pretty nice scarf. It'll be nice to put on some characters. It looks like it's going to be added to the regular attachment exchange, which is nice because I never use those tickets for anything. Let me actually look, like, what's in there that I could actually have gotten, if there is even anything. Oh, here we go. Oh, all this stuff I definitely could have gotten that I just haven't so far. Chirpy head, Tengu mask, afro wig, horns. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't know why I never even looked at this. Oh my god. Mr. Frog. I love that. Soundproof headphones. Those look similar to like the ones Saray wears. Norman all the time. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. I don't know why I've never gotten it. There's probably definitely a few things I'll grab in here. Oh, there's the repeat plushie. Alright, cool. So now that I've actually looked. Oh, okay, so I have gotten some things. You can see these things. Well, actually, I think these things we were given, if I remember correctly, like when the game first launched. But yeah, there's definitely some stuff in here I definitely want to grab. But yeah, now that it's nice to see that I've actually looked for once. But besides that, that's pretty much everything to kind of go over. Like I said, we'll go ahead and see. This is part 1, so at the end of November, we will have part 2 of this story chapter. And this really does lead me to believe, and I've been thinking this for a while, because you think about it, the half anniversary last year, we got Machina, Acid, and Forte. You know, all villain half anniversary banner. Then for the 1-year anniversary, we got 3 separate banners, which had Kanata, Vicious, and Mizella, 3 of our heroes getting new forms. So they might just keep every half anniversary to give us villains, and then every full anniversary for the heroes. So presumably the 2-year anniversary will have the Sin forms for Yuna, Orwin, and Aegis. And then maybe, you know, the 1.5 can be Kasque, and then 2 other characters that might get introduced. Because realistically, we didn't know about Forte or Acid. We saw them once, but we didn't really know anything else beyond that until we actually got their units. It was right around then that we actually got their story chapter where they actually were involved. But yeah, so now that we're going to finally start getting, you know, backstory on Kasque herself, I do think that there's a very high chance that the Kasque we fought against during Vicious's chapter, you know, a few chapters back, could be the headliner unit for the 1.5 anniversary, which should be in January. So if you are someone who cares more about, you know, kind of the limited units, now would probably be a good time to start saving. If you save now, you can probably get a good 50k by then to make sure you get the pity. Realistically, you know, obviously, I have summoned quite a bit. I wanted to get Magilu because I really needed a new water attacker. But from here forward, unless they drop an Arise banner, I don't think there's anything I'm going to be summoning for until the 1.5 anniversary. If there's a unit I really, really need, obviously the 1.5 will give us another select ticket. I can grab them when I need it. Realistically, looking at my teams, they're not the best teams, obviously, but what do I really need right now? So water, I'm still working on Saray. He's getting close to done. I think within the next 2 or 3 weeks, I will have him completely finished 100%. I could use another back row unit, fully duped out for my water team, but right now, my stones that I get every month are going to be going into Acid and Magilu to kind of beef them up. But this team is fine. I really don't need it. I've got my combo builder, I've got my healer, and I've got my 2 attackers. Fire is set. Healer. I should actually have Colette in the front, realistically. But that's not important right now. Fire team is set. You know, obviously I want to have more dupes into Mao and Colette. And of course Sharia at some point. But I really don't need to replace anybody on this team for a very long time. Earth, Same situation, unless a better Earth Healer comes out, because I think I could definitely do with a better Earth Healer, considering Milla's heal is only her Mystic Art. But besides that, there's really nothing I really need to change with this team. Light, I could use a better combo builder. Tyr isn't really a combo builder, but I'm using her as my makeshift combo builder. She really only has, you know, her Mystic Art is 16 hits and her regular art is 14 hits. So Tyr could definitely use a replacement, I would say. Dark, we need a new Dark Healer. Zelos is not cutting it anymore. I really could use a new Dark Healer. And then maybe a replacement for Vicious. Who do I have even else for Dark that I'm not using? You know, we've got some decent units on here. I guess I could replace Vicious with someone like Dark Asbel or something. But he would need more dupes if I was going to do that. And then finally, Wind. Wind, I'm pretty set on. I really need more dupes into Sync and Tyr. But besides that, I think my teams are pretty much set. That's why I'm really not needing to... hopefully we get a new Spirit Blessing soon. I would like to get some of these other colors, some different spirits as well. But for the most part, I think just, you know, a combo builder for Light and then a new healer for Dark are my most important things that I really need right now. Even damage-wise, Leon is still pretty swell. Not like I really use my lighter Dark teams too much, because the whole double-edged sword, but, you know, it'll still be nice to build them up so when it's a lot more useful to use them. But I guess to quickly wrap things up, just to kind of show where I'm at with the Saray stuff, for those who may be taking their time going through it. As you can see on the Transcendence board stuff, I only have a handful more missions, roughly about 31 missions. And then, of course, I have to do all the Awakening quests, which I've only done the first 10 for Fire. Well, I guess Earth, but you use Fire to take it out. So once all the Awakening quests are done, then I'll have my full dupes for Saray, and he'll be a very good combo builder for the foreseeable future. But that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you're excited for this chapter. I really don't know who else they would throw to be the other two units to come with Kasque at the 1.5, if that ends up being the case. Maybe they'll introduce some more characters in this upcoming 2 months of a chapter that can be relevant for that. But we'll have to wait and see. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.